Keto has opened the gates are open.
You are now watching ES After Dark on Drip Bro Radio.
Boy, who the fuck is you?
What's up, y'all? We on live. What's up, y'all? We out here tonight, baby.
Boy, who the fuck is you? Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. He's buried my ex. 3300 Hatchet Block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Big dog off the leash when I'm stepping in. Nigga been on for clutching different ends. Easy with this shit, yeah, the definite. Mobbing like the motherfucking president. Bitch, I been a G and it's evident. Royal niggas be sweeter than a peppermint. I got a plug on the Laos and the Mexicans. Better live your life if you cherish it. Cause I'ma ride from the wood, from the six, and from the six to the brook. A nigga flex like his place, his whole block.
What it do, baby?
Type of hard on the book. 1D with a stick, walking up on foot. 30 rounds out the bitch and leave your whole body cooked. I have the chest in the mess, won't nobody look. Jail right up, cut, I hit his ass with a hook. The type of nigga get front to get his whole pay took.
GG's in the motherfucking chat.
If it test mine, nigga try G's for a nigga test mine. People rapping ass nigga like a bow tie street nigga. I ain't never need a coast. Yeah. Coke line, bitch, I'm back. Like Joy with the 4-5, bitch, nigga. You trying to play on both sides. Till a nigga in the casket held on both sides like, hey. Big blaze, you know how I'm stepping. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. He's buried my ex. 3300 Hatchet Block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Boy, who the fuck is you? A whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Big blaze, you know how I'm stepping. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. He's buried my ex. 3300 Hatchet Block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Eastwood, Texas.
Like some vape, something sip, something testing went to it. This ain't going pull up, y'all. Way after dark. What up? My people's in the comments. Trail, the Capitan. What's good, Trail? We chilling. Motherfucking Jones. I see my boy Higgins. I see B Rhodes. What up, B Rhodes? I see Swerve. I see Freddie is wavy. TWM in the building. Okay. That's what I like to see. Let's go. Let's pull up. We just vibing tonight. We vibing tonight. Salutations, Taylor. What's good? K-Dub, I see you, K-Dub. Pull up. We just vibing out. If you're brushing, why not? Continue to brush. I don't mean to hold up y'all session. Carlos, my guy, I did not forget about you. I got you. Don't worry about it. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy night. I just came back from the movies, bro. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna get into that.
Yes.
KO540 is the Vlad TV of the wave gang.
We getting some Vlad activity tonight. I mean, we talking battles. We talking competitive. It's only right that I just talk about and revisit the shit that transpired last week, chat. Oh my God, if you missed it, you missed it. If you know, you know. Pull up. We about to find out and unpack all that. Shout out to my peoples on the ones and twos and kicks. Nobo, what's good? I see you, Nobo. Ladies and gents, Facebook, YouTube, Kick, all around the wavy globe. Welcome to another episode of ES After Dark, where we always talk everything wave related in the past week. I'm your host, Kato540, and shout out to my peoples on Kick. I see y'all over there. We trying to get the numbers up. I see my peoples over here on the tube, bro. Like, look, shout out to y'all on the tube, bro. We broke records last week. Shout out to y'all. We got another 1 for 10, courtesy of the community, courtesy of probably arguably one of the dopest matchups we seen in competitive. We gonna talk about that tonight. Also, we gonna talk about one of the biggest upsets heard around the wavy globe, and we not talking about that matchup. We talking about an individual battle that went between Dripset and Imperial. We gonna talk about that this week, and we definitely marking down some battles. I told y'all we was gonna get into that. I wanted to touch on that last week, but I said, you know what, let me save that for when we go after dark. We could pull up some battles. We can put the battles under a microscope. I got the marker. We could circle some things and we could mark shit up and we could see what's good. I see Mike Monot in this shit. What's good, Monot? I see Ty. What's good, Ty? Tired of streaming at 0. Let's change that. See, y'all always trying to sell me something. I ain't gonna lie, y'all always trying to sell me something. Hey, yo, Kick. Hey, yo, just hit the follow and just vibe out. If you're brushing, just brush. I ain't gonna lie, my mods over there, we're gonna take care of y'all. We got something for y'all, bro. Y'all always trying to sell me something over there on Kick. You're killing me. Let's just vibe out. Let's just lock in. Happy belated birthday, Leo Gang Monot. You already know we got the show Love the Monot. The birthday is in effect. Leo season is here. Shout out to the Leos that celebrating a birthday. We definitely going to touch on that. Show y'all birthday gang some love. We see y'all. My boy E-Ruck pulled up. What's good, E-Ruck? Hey, yo, E-Ruck, you made the soundbite you made for me, E-Ruck. I mean, I just got to thank you from the bottom of my heart, E-Ruck. You did it. You did it. We made it. We made it with the E-Ruck soundbite. Shout out to the E-Ruck soundbite. Leo, stand up. Hey, yo, Leos, you already know it's time. We got to stand up. We got to shout out the Leos. If it's your birthday, we got to show love on your birthday, and we definitely still got to talk some wavy activity tonight. All right, before we get into that, we're going to talk about some other things. And again, we're going to set the table because I want to let y'all know. Shout out to everybody that's hitting the subscribe button. We passed the dope milestone. And I just got to let y'all know every week, I don't care. I'm going to show up and give thanks to what y'all got going on. Now, I looked at some metrics and I understood one thing that's going on. If you're watching this for the first time, what up? Pull up, get your brush to this. You're going to need some helpful information while you're brushing to this. And this is just background music for the ones that's brushing, that's in the gym right now, getting it in. This is what we do after dark. If you're in the middle of a session, if you're doing what you need to do with the washing styles and all of that good stuff, make sure you pull up. And again, by all means, hit the like button if you feel right. But more importantly, check this out. Whatever we talk about tonight, if you think you feel like you want to spin the block, talk about something, if you watch it later on, by all means, jump in the comment section and give your feedback in the comment section. We could talk about battles. We could talk about anything that might transpire tonight. If you want to touch on that later on, by all means, I encourage y'all to jump in the comment section. I will see all the comments. I will reply to the comments. I got you. We could continue the discussion later on. If something come to mind, you'd be like, yo, we was talking about what was going on and we was live, but I didn't get a chance to say what I wanted to say. Let me go back to the comment section. Let me put in the time that we talking about, and then let me give my feedback on that, and we can continue the discussion in the comment section. I would rather y'all do that other than hit the like. I think comments in the comment section get the needle moving more than the likes. That's just me looking at just the way the algorithm be moving. Because looking at the last video, once we got 1 or 2 comments, and that was just people shouting out their team emojis. It don't matter. You don't have to have a discussion. You could spam your team emojis in the comments and let people know that's watching. This my squad. This my team emojis. If you in the chat, you see these team emojis, you know that's us. You know that's the team that's moving, whether it's Big 40, whether it's the Wave Cartel, whether it's that Wolf Pack, whether it's Supreme. We got to show the people that we repping. We out here displaying the Wave community to the world at this point. Competitive is being displayed to the world at this point. We got to put our best foot forward. We putting these names out here. We putting household names out here. We putting waivers with that dope talent on the map. Shout out to Lucin. Shout out to the up-and-coming young gunners like GZ. He out here in these wavy streets. Hey, look, we ain't going to talk about the call-out. He put a call-out out on the page against Lucin. I think that might have been the most diabolical call-out we might see in competitive. They said, I'm at the one. I think y'all should put Lucin at the one. And I think we should meet up on the battlefield. Now, that's up to the captains. Whatever y'all want to do, that's up to the captains. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Coach Lou, what's good? That's up to the captains if y'all want to do that. That's on y'all. But I got no control over the captains the way they do their lineups, right? I know Wave Cartel got a matchup coming up against WTBD. Now, it's all up to how y'all want to do the lineup. Y'all can do the lineup. Y'all can talk to the captains. Y'all can do what y'all need to do. But I'm not, I don't have nothing to do with the way the captains doing the thing. Shout out to all the captains. They putting their best foot forward, making sure their team shows up and be great. That concludes what transpired last week. The game of the season. And matter of fact, not to be too harsh or nothing, let me make sure I saw what I really saw, because I think we got something. Let's get some voting activated. Best game of the season, WTBD versus affiliates. Let's start the voting right now. Let's start there. I need to see something. Let's vote on that. If you in the comments, hit the button. Let's vote real quick. We got enough people in here that understands what was going on. For the ones that missed it, you missed a banger. Of course, we had a triple header, of course. And best case scenario, considering everything was established the way it was supposed to get done, we got that game off the ground. We went to a game 5. The game 5 got done. Now, apparently there was some controversy that goes along with all good games, just like it's supposed to. Most good games have their little taste of controversy that goes with it. Now, if everything clean down the middle, hey, look, it's just a good game. GG's. But if it's a game of the season, we know, just like in any competitive setting, a game of the season has to come with its kind of controversy, and we're going to talk about some of those controversies tonight. We get to mark up some battles, and again, we do have notes. We're not here to knock nobody on none of the teams that we might see tonight. We're going to do this to a lot of games that we're seeing rolling down to the end of the season. And of course, going into the All-Star break, we definitely going to chop and screw the All-Star games. Once we see that, we definitely going to be marking some shit down. And I see Reese just pulled up. What's good, Reese? We talking about the game of the year last week, WTBD versus affiliates. And we just looking for a vote. It's up to y'all. If it was yes, if it's not no, that's all good. Place your votes. We'll talk about it. We still going to talk about the battle that's going down tonight. And we just trying to see something. Let me look at the votes. Let me see what the votes are looking like right now. Somebody said, who hit no? No, it's all good. No, it's all good. Some games, I ain't going to lie. We had a few games that potentially could have competed with the game last week. Now, technically, it might not have had nothing to do with the top teams. However, that Imperial versus the affiliates, Imperial versus the Mortal, that game was pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie. The 0 versus the 0-8 versus the 0-8, that was a pretty damn good game. I ain't gonna lie, chat. That game was looking like something, even though it was in the opposite direction. I don't know. BJ in the battle of the year, yeah, that's a no for me. That's a no for me. This is what I'm saying. Based on the matchups, it could have led to the suspense no matter, but anytime Reese pulled up and she's seen BJ at the 1, oh no, you got that. That's a no for me, dog. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. And that's what I'm saying. It's all good. If it was a yes, it was a no. Based on the way things ended out, it ended out in high fashion of high suspense. Not to mention who was at the 1. We gonna talk about that, but we definitely gonna talk about who was at the 5. ETR, yo, ETR, bro. Like, look, ETR, look. Stop trying to sell me stuff, bro. We not doing this. Stop trying to sell me stuff, bro. We got to get our, hey, we got to, once Sick get over there on his mind game, he could snipe them out. We sniping y'all out the chat over here. Look, stop trying to sell me stuff. It's bad enough I gotta deal with that with my brothers on ES. I'm not trying to deal with that over here on here. Hold me down. I'm not trying to deal with y'all trying to sell me something. Every time. Somebody tried to sell me a Toyota earlier, bro. I ain't trying to do this, bro. I ain't trying to do this. Smelly Octopus was crazy. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to holler at you on the Discord under that handle, fam. Bro, they got bean pies over there. Like, bro, look, I already tried. I had to evade the dude trying to sell me bean pies just over there, bro. I'm not trying to come over here and have y'all sell me shit, gang. We be having mob sales and all that. Look, I'm just trying to wave in peace and just try to holler at my peoples. Not to mention they trying to traffic over there. Hey, look, I ain't trying to get into that. Hey, look, let me rock out. My peoples pull up over here. We just trying to rock out. We trying to wave in peace. And let's look at the votes real fast. Best game of the season. All kind of motion is just diabolical. All kind of motion is just diabolical. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Best game of the season, WTBD versus affiliates. And the chat so far has spoken. 63% said yes. Best game of the season, WTBD versus affiliates. No for 36%. And of course, they got their reasons. Hey, look, you heard what Reese said. If I pull up and watch this game and I see talent like BJ at the one, we might have a problem. We might have a problem calling that game of the season. I don't know. Turbo Joe said us versus Dripset was good too. That was a good one too. And potentially going into game night tomorrow, we might have another banger on our hands. I don't know. I'm still waiting on some votes to come through. By the way things is looking, we may have another banger tomorrow. So definitely make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Game night going down. You already know we're going to talk about that later in the broadcast. But like, yeah, game night is going down tomorrow. Of course, it's preseason. It's NFL. I'm locked in. Went to the movies tonight. Bro, I ain't gonna give no spoilers. I ain't gonna get no spoilers. But the movie Weapons, bro, if you ain't go to the movies and see that movie called Weapons, bro, the movie Weapons is crazy. No spoilers. I ain't gonna put no spoilers. Nobody, if you seen it, no spoilers in the comments. Rank it from 1 to 10 if you saw it. If you ain't see it, don't worry about it. If you go see it, that movie is crazy right there. Now, I was on the verge of giving it a 10 for 10, but I had to give it a 9 out of 10 for personal reasons. I gave that shit a 9 out of 10. Still got affiliates versus Wolfpack in the finals. Hey, story's checking out, Reese. I don't know what you know. I don't know the information that you cooking with right now, but she cooked that information up before game one got off the ground, chat. I got to let y'all know, honestly. If you was there, you was there. If you know, you know. Reese had these picks under her belt first week of the season, and we're already in week 12. This was 12 weeks ago, chat. She was cooking with something. So we talking about that. I ain't gonna lie, the way it's still looking right now. The way it's still looking, story starting to check out. Nah, Weapons was like a strong 9.3 out of 10. It's up there, B-Bo. It's up there. I ain't gonna lie, it's up there. It's a little wild. It's a little wild, so it's just a preferred taste. I will let y'all know. It's definitely a preferred taste. So, you know, you might be watching it. You might understand, you might be not being into some things, but you just got to watch it. You just got to get your eyes on it and lock in. For the people that have seen it, let me know. Bebo said a 9.3 out of 10. Humble said Weapons was a 9.5 for sure. Was good though. It was fire. It was fire. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. And as you can see, the ratings from people that saw it, hey, look, let them tell it. It's not a bad movie. And again, it's preferred taste only. I don't think it's for everybody. I think if you're locked in, you'll get some entertainment value out of it. If you like horror movies, you get your entertainment value out of that. I think you going like Weapons if you lock in. Nah, what's good? Gotta watch together. That shit was, hey, don't watch it by yourself. If you watch it by yourself, you might not get that much out of it. I think you need to, don't watch it alone. And if you do watch it alone, Go all pitch black with it. Go all pitch black with it in the crib, and then you lock in if you by yourself. And even if you not by yourself, I think you should still go all pitch black with it. Government conspiracy horror, not even worse. Worse. In the town, personal, up close and personal. I ain't gonna give no more spoilers. Nothing got to do with the government. Nothing to do with the government, nothing crazy. All in-house. Everything in-house. It's rated and streamed for sure. Everything in-house. Nothing government related, all in-house. You can relate. If you got a neighborhood that you live in with neighbors, that's gonna be your lock right there. That's the lock. That's all you need to know. I'm not gonna give no spoilers. Lock in with that. Weapons is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because it was crazy. We're gonna talk about that for the more and more people see it. I'm gonna come back, ask y'all ratings. As you can see in the comments, 9.3, 9.5, not bad. I'm giving it a 9. I'm sure somebody that's gonna see it might give it a 10. They might go all the way 10 with it, but yeah, it's fire. It's fire. Lock in. So, all right, we got the voting out the way. We got the game of the season. The game of the season went down last week. Go back and check it. I got it in the archives. Everything is under NBL season. We got games from week 1 going all the way to week 12. That's locked in. Let's get into these announcements in our chat. I need to know something. One word, right? One word. I need to find out who's responsible for this shit I'm about to show y'all right here, right now. One word, one name. I need to know something. Now, we found out some inside information on whose light-skinned hand that was. I'm leaning towards Cito. We found some information. Reese flew that in. We might be leaning on that being Cito's light-skinned hand. I told y'all we was going to find that out. I told y'all we wasn't going to forget that, and Reese confirmed it. That is leaning more like that was Cito's light-skinned hand. That's a bet. I told y'all we was going to get y'all motherfuckers. We got some good detectives in these streets. I told y'all we was going to lock in. However, I need to know one word, one name. Who's responsible for this shit right here, chat? Let me know. Who the fuck is responsible for this shit, bro? I need one word in the comments right here, right now. I know this was shit. Some shit went down. I need to find out what the fuck went down. Who's responsible for this shit? I pull up to the page. This shit doing numbers. And I'm saying, all right, fuck this shit. Let me say this shit. I need to find out. I need to talk to these wavy motherfuckers. Who's responsible for this bullshit right here, what y'all got going? I need a name, chat. I ain't telling y'all to snitch. I'm just telling y'all to tell me what y'all saw. Who's responsible for this shit? For real though, why Shorty got 3 fingers? I need a name, chat. I need a name, chat. My God, I need a name, chat. Who the hell is responsible for the disrespect? I still need Drip to tell me how much this workaround's going for. Here y'all go. 2 for 10. 2 for 10. 2 for 10. Y'all niggas in the chat. Chat GPT. Y'all niggas in the chat. PCP is crazy. Shout out to the Player Circle podcast. Say, man. You already know what I'm here to say, man. Drip Damone Jr., this is just diabolical work. Drip need to be getting a disability check, no bullshit. And then I look up on the page and I pull up and I see this crazy shit going down. I see y'all on the block selling bundles. I see y'all on the block moving crazy. And I see this shit doing numbers. I got to find out who's responsible for this shit. Now, I don't know what the backstory was. All I know, there was a battle that went down. I don't know the backstory. I don't know. I didn't see a battle go down on ES. I'm like, I'm in the dark. What happened? I'm trying to find out what the hell happened that had the pages in the uproar just for that few days. And y'all talking about bundles on the block. I'm like, what we doing, chat? What happened? Somebody give me the backstory. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody give me the backstory in the comments right now. I ain't telling y'all to snitch. I'm just saying, tell me what y'all saw. That's all I need. That's all I need. Bring me up to speed. He got different textures too for all the custos. This is what I'm saying. What y'all doing? We shifting the whole, are we shifting the paradigm on the BOBs? Let me know just so I could be up on game. Hey, look, bro. I see motherfuckers selling here down the block. Hey, look, why not? Let's get into the game. I heard this is big business. I heard it's $1 billion business we dealing with when we talking about moving them bundles. Serving edges on Wavy Street is just sick. It's sick, coach. I can't believe it. Now, again, I don't know if it was a battle that went down. I don't know. I saw Reese had tagged me on a post and let me know it depends on what team the edges is on, though. I mean, I understood what she was saying with that, but I was still a little bit lost in the sauce on what happened. We definitely going to talk about that with the battles that went down last week. There was one controversial battle that people wanted to talk about, but then we had another controversial battle that I think we needed to touch on. We definitely had another controversial battle, but looking at that and looking at everything included, this is what we talking about, chat. We got to find out, hey, yo, y'all take it easy on these wavy streets. Y'all take it easy on these wavy streets. Y'all make sure y'all keep y'all head on the swivel and make sure y'all keep everything locked in. We might be moving bundles on the block. That's all I'm saying. All right, we on birthday time. We know it's Leo season. Leo season is locked in. Let's look at the birthdays. Who we got? Let me double check. Make sure I don't miss nobody. Of course, y'all know it's Leo season. Mr. Manat had a birthday not too long ago. And we got some other birthdays coming up. We got a birthday. I think they in the chat right now. Nobody had a birthday today. What's good, no? What's good, no? Everybody wish nobody happy birthday. Shout out to the cartel. He's in the chat. He's in the chat. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. My boy Jim Wilson had a birthday. That's locked in. Upcoming birthdays. Let me see. Outside of no. We got Mr. Evans having a birthday. Timothy Attaway got a birthday coming up. Andrew Edge got a birthday coming up. My boy Willie Wilson. Wave Cartel. Kaya got a birthday coming up. Let's go. My boy D1. My boy Mo Waves. C. Fletch. Wavy Hezzy. Nick Tate. They got birthdays coming up. And again, we still in Leo season. My boy KY Watson got a birthday coming up. Happy birthday to everybody locked in. Happy birthday to Nobo. He in the chat right now. Wish him happy birthday. Hey, look, have a good birthday, bro. Have a safe birthday. Take shots. Do whatever it is you do, but make sure you keep it safe out there in these wavy streets so you can make sure you celebrate another birthday so we could be back at this same spot next year giving you more love. Shout out to all our Leos. It's Leo season. Y'all know y'all. We don't care if it's not Leos. We know Leos. We know Leos. We get it. We get it. We get it, Leos. Once it's y'all time, everybody got to sit down. We get it. We understand the assignment, especially when we dealing with the Leos. I know how the Leos roll. Trust me. I get it. It's y'all time right now. We just gonna celebrate y'all. This is the way we do. My shit was the 11th. Say that. I got you. Happy belated. Happy belated. That was during the week. That's still fresh. That birthday's still fresh. Shout out to the Leos out there. Y'all already know what time it is. It's y'all time. It's y'all season. All other signs gotta sit your ass down. It's Leo time. Let the Leos be great. Let the Leos do their thing. All right, of course, we talking about the waivers war zone. Y'all know we was talking about this. Keep your eye open for a post from Yak on the page. Diplomat Yak presents Waivers War Zone. As you can see, it's 30+ waiver free fall, cash prizes, kill shot battles. You must survive the gulag. Just so you already know, you gotta survive the gulag. What does that mean? Again, this is kill shot battles, not four-way battles. It's gonna be kill shot battles. Once y'all have the bracket locked in, Yak gonna release the bracket. Everybody that battle, they gonna battle with kill shots only. Voting's gonna be locked in. Whoever loses in the bracket will get sent to the gulag. Now, once you get sent to the gulag, it's not all the way over yet. It's not over yet. What you got to do is you got to battle the other waivers that go to the gulag. And there's going to be a bracket challenge that goes down in the gulag. Now, if you fail in the gulag, y'all done. You're eliminated officially from the tournament. But if you survive the gulag and you win your match in the gulag, you get entry right back into the bracket, giving you another shot at the cash prizes at the waivers war zone. This sound like it's going to be one of them things we definitely going to have this year in and year out. Stay tuned. Yak going to keep y'all updated on what's going down. Again, 30 plus waiver fee for all. If you survive the gulag, you make it to another opportunity for the cash, for the money. And shout out to Yak, shout out to Drip Lamat Yak, shout out to Drip Set, putting this thing off. The influential youngin strikes again. All right, Legacy Court is locked in. Of course, we're winding the season down. And like I told y'all last week, like I saw last week, some of y'all might have been slouching a little bit, but don't worry. Get back on your pivot. Hey, if you make the polls, don't worry, you make the polls. Some of y'all might not make the polls. But if you make the polls, just make sure we're going to wind everything down in about the first 10 days of September. I'm going to give word when we're going to start rolling the polls out. After we roll those out, voting will begin. On September 22nd, we're going to roll out the award ceremony. And immediately following the award ceremony, we will roll out a new season. Legacy Court Fall is coming up. Lola, what's good? Legacy Court Fall is coming up. Y'all get ready to lock in. We may refresh some categories. We may roll out some new categories depending on what's going on. We may roll some categories through and out and see what double checks with that. So y'all make sure y'all locked in. August, Leos better not gonna lie. Hey, y'all Leos. Hey, y'all debate with that in the comments. It's up to y'all. Leos, how y'all feel about that? Y'all let me know. I think some Leos might disagree with that because you know how the Leos is. I'm sure the Leos is going to disagree with that because you know how they get down. If you on the right team, you better have 180s and win flow, though. That's all we saying. That's all we doing. That's all we doing. So shout out to the people that pulled up for Legacy Court. Y'all did great. Y'all got y'all 3 months in. Y'all put y'all best foot forward. Shout out to y'all. We gonna see y'all when the polls roll out, and we'll definitely see y'all when it's frame time rolling down in September. Now, folks, let me know. Have we got word from anything? Chat, let me know. Yes, no, maybe so. Did we get word back? Do we have anything? We had any information? I put this information out there last week. We are still looking for this young man. Do we have word? Do we have any more details on the whereabouts of Dion Prime? Let me know, chat. Do we have anything? I need to know, chat. Kick. Y'all niggas on Kick. Help me out over there. If y'all see this man, tell him we looking for him. That's all I'm trying to say, chat. If y'all see him over there, if he over there in them Kick streets, hey, yo, Kick, let him know. Hey, yo, them boys from ES is looking for you. And I think my peoples from Wolfpack is looking for you too. You know my people Trail, right? You know my people Trail, right? My dude Trail said he looking for you. He just trying to make sure you're all right, baby. He just trying to make sure you good. Hey, look, holla at my peoples, bro. We just want to make sure you're all right, bro. We want to make sure you're all right. We want to make sure you good, bro. Holla at my peoples Trail. Do we have anything? Do we have any intel? I know we hit somebody up over there on the Wolfpack. Wolfpack, talk to me. Wolfpack, help me out. I know he locked in. Did he contact Lola? Let me know, Lola. Did we have any whereabouts on Dion? Let me know, Lola. I know he had to reach out to Lola, at least. If anybody gonna listen to him, Lola gonna listen to him. I mean, somebody. He had to reach out. Jones, help me. Do we have word? We got nothing. We got nothing. From the feedback in the chat, looks like we got nothing. Who even is that? All right, Lola. Matter of fact, go over there, Lola. Lola. We're not gonna do this, Lola. Please do not do this. We just trying to find out the whereabouts of my guy, Dion. Y'all know who this is. What? Just don't do this. Who even is that? No, y'all know who this is. Stop playing with me. See, this is what it's like. See, this is what I know about y'all niggas in the wave game. A nigga go missing for 2-3 days. It's like you ain't never even been here. This is what I'm talking about in the wave game. If you go missing for 2 or 3 days, chat, you might have to start all over again. This is the bullshit I be talking about. We still going to give word. We still going to find out. I'm going to keep y'all posted. Cuz said, leave him alone. We going to keep y'all posted. That's a bet. That's a bet. We going to fall back. We just got to make sure y'all hype. We got to make sure shit is good and shit is on the up and up. We still going to give word. I promise y'all. If anybody hears of Dion, and we going to find out, we going to get down to the bottom of this. And then possibly, who knows? I see an episode of the Torino Hot Seat with Dion's name all on it. I think that's going to be good for business, chat. I think we could get some answers out there. If he want to flip on niggas in the comments, he could flip on niggas in the comments. If he want to flip on me, he could flip on me live. I'm open to that. You want to curse me out on live? Why not? Pull up to the hot seat, curse me out, curse everybody in the comments out. Get that off your chest, and then we can rock out like that. That's what I think. I think that's going to be good for the game. I don't know about y'all. That's going to be good for the game. Overall, good for the game. That's a win-win. All right, check this out, guys. We got to get y'all back with something. Nah, my dog dipping blocked everybody. My boy slid so smooth, he ain't even leave a trace. This is what I'm saying. I know he good. I'm just trying to make sure he good. I never seen nobody go out like that. In all the years locked in with the game, I've never seen nobody go out that swift over a battle, nonetheless. Competitive. Pound for pound, and your team won. Let's start there. Y'all didn't even, I mean, he only lost the one battle, but overall, the team won. It's a win for everybody. Damn. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. I still think there's hope. I still believe there's hope. That's all. I got to keep it positive. I still believe there's hope. Because we've seen people lead a game. We see people spin the block. I've seen people lead a game for worse. I don't know about y'all. I've seen people lead a game for worse, and they still find their way back to the game once they get all of that off their chest, and then they be good. He went out as bad with Buddy with the Legion sauce. Now, I ain't gonna lie. That was a little bit diabolical. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. He went out bad though. B Rose, he went out bad. I ain't gonna lie. He did. But that Legion sauce situation, whoa. That Legion sauce situation was, I don't even want to get into that. I don't even, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But he don't understand patterns, nor did he understand why he lost. He's so delulu. I get it. But that's what we're here for. We're here to help people find their way back. And if you're willing to listen, walk and talk with us, we'll help you out. We'll get you right there. Trail, tell brother come back. He ain't finished that campaign out. This is what I'm saying. There's still business to be handled. And where there's business, there's hope. This is why I'm keeping it positive. I still feel like we may have a Dion sightings before 2025 ends out. And I'm going to just call it right there. Y'all can lock that. We will have a Dion sighting before 2025 ends. I think we can lock that in. Let's lock that. All right, chat. We was talking about this last week. Now, this had went down. This was a situation. We had a small situation that went down. One Wave Nation had to jump out. The almighty Wave Nation tried to launch. But in the middle of the launch, One Wave Nation said, not so fast. People lose every day. This is what I'm trying to tell them, Monty. This is what I'm trying to tell them. Like, look, bro, this ain't nothing new. Everybody that's great used to this. They keep it moving and they spin the block. There's always room to get some get back. That's all I'm saying. Just like, look, it's nothing. It's nothing. By all means, almighty Wave Nation pulled up and they tried to launch a product line. The Nation, One Wave Nation. Shout out to Juanito. Shout out to Ryder. Shout out to Alex Wavezilla. Shout out to B Wise, HB3. They pulled up. They said, hey, yo, I don't know what y'all got going on, but that name is taken already. And it brought me a little bit of deja vu vibes in when we talk about names already being had. We've been here before, chat. It seems like every time around the same time of the year, we get these new brands that try to emerge into the game. And they try to emerge with these names. Some new names. Some names already had and taken in the game that's, again, household names trying to be transformed. Gotta learn to lock in and make your shit undeniable. It's motivation for some. Hey, that'll get you out the game. That'll just get you all the way out the game. This is all we're trying to say. This is where we at with this Deion situation. But even at this situation, whether you take your L in a battle or whether you take your L in branching a name, what happened to that guy? I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. This is what happened to the nigga, chat. I'm not gonna say the goons went and got him and scalped him. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is this. He got news that none of that shit was flying, right? He got news that none of this shit was flying. The community wasn't having it. They dragged him up and down the block saying, hey, look, bro, you gotta go that way with that name, bro. You can't do that here. We don't do that here. Next thing we knew, he pulled up full scalp. Waves, face, everything. Now, I'm not saying the One Wave Nation niggas went and got him. I'm not saying that, chat, but not so fast. I'm not saying the One Wave Nation niggas went and talked to him and handled that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he showed up like this on his own accord. He showed up on the pages and said, hey, look, y'all ain't fucking with the brand. Y'all ain't fucking with the name. Check this shit out. I'm scalping everything. He said, I'm scalping waves, face. I'm just going back to fresh out the womb mode. Bro. Oh my God. What the hell? This is all I'm saying. Hey, Reef said, look, I can't work under these conditions. I'm going back to fresh out the womb mode. If y'all can't let me launch this brand, I might as well start back from super scratch. We're going back to where it all started, fresh out the womb. This is where, hey, look, I'm a new guy. The name I used to have, I don't even got that no more. I'm not, hey, look, I don't know what's going on. I just got here. That's the mode he back in. There was a Fire Wave team name I saw on the pages that never came to fruition, but folks keep stealing or going by unknown. Shout out to the CEO, by the way. I ain't see him. He's been quiet. He's been radio silent for a few days. I think he got the message. I think he gonna spin the block and take this a little bit more serious. But shout out to the CEO of Unknown. You know who you are out there. The CEO of Unknown. You had the page buzzing a little bit. Now, again, you got to keep that fire going. You had to keep that fire going, but now that we off that, hey, CEO, it's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. Fresh out the womb mode is crazy. This is where we at with this. When you're shaving the scalp, when you shave face and scalp, you back at the womb mode. You starting life all over. Damn a pattern. You starting life all over. You gotta learn how to walk. You got to learn how to crawl. You got to learn everything from scratch when we go womb mode. When we go back into the womb mode, it's crazy. Brother on a murder mission. This is what we look like when you're not denied in with the brand. Change his name up. Get something different going. Start from super scratch. Look, you can always do this all over again. Rechange the name. You can still launch the brand. Rechange the name, rethink some things, come back to the table. We'll see what's going on. Y'all need to stop messing with them good people. Hey, he showed up. He said, look, y'all ain't like what I got. I'm up out of here. He looking like the serial killer, bro. Bro. Hey, Karif, I know you're going to get it together. I know you're going to lock in. Hey, let's get it done. Let's rebranch, relaunch a brand new, and let's hit the ground running. All right, Wolfpack. Shout out to the Wolfpack. They on deck for a triple giveaway. So far, we got K-Dub locked in for the Final Four. We got Nick Cole locked in for the Final Four. We need 2 more waivers to lock in the Final Four to get us to the end of the month. with a wolf pack, we'd be giving away a triple giveaway courtesy of the Wolfpack, packhouseproducts.com. Y'all know the name. If you want to jump in this giveaway, all you got to do in the comments, exclamation SMW. If you're locked in on YouTube, exclamation SMW. If you on Kick, lock in. Maybe you can hit a lick on Kick, exclamation SMW. Let's see if we can get the names locked in. Let's see if we get some people in the system right here, right now. Do the giveaway. We looking for 2 more waivers. It don't matter whether they come from Kick, whether they come from YouTube. We need to lock y'all in and get this giveaway off the ground. Let's go. Who we got? We got motherfucking Jones first in the door. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Okay, the names are popping up. Let's go. That's right, bot. Get to it. Humble, that's a lock. Okay, Lou, that's a lock. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Coach Lou, that's a lock. Noble, the birthday man, that's a lock. Let's go. D-Nice, what's good, D-Nice? K-Dub, first of the month winner. Now, if K-Dub win this one, we definitely gonna have a re-roll. So if y'all don't win the first roll, y'all better be hoping K-Dub get this roll so we can get a re-roll. Why not? Swerve, let's go. That's a lock. I see you. Amani pulled up. That's a lock. Let's go. And again, if K-Dub wins, we going to re-roll again. If he gets to win this month, we going to find out, though. B-roll, let's go. Bebo, let's go. That's a lock. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got him rolling in. I like it. The dice is out.
If I let you win on the dice, it's because I was being nice, nigga.
Is he going to be nice this week, Chad? It's up to y'all. Let me know. Will the Dice Man be nice? Lomenzo, that's a lock. Let's go. Will the Dice Man be nice? Taylor, that's the last one. We might get the last one in, and then we're going to hit the roll. We got the last one. That might be the last one. That might be the last one in the door. Then we're going to re-roll. We're going to roll this thing out. 7 or 11 out the gate. Is the dice going to be nice? We got to double check.
If I let you win on the dice, it's because I was being nice, nigga.
We got to see how the Dice Man treating y'all this week, because the shit looking crazy. K-Dub, he already got K-Dub right through the door. First of the month. Got him locked in. Nick Cole locked in. I heard he Wolfpack Associates, so that's still a pack win. That's still a Wolfpack win. I heard Nick Cole is very close to Wolfpack Associates. So just like, look, we got Wolfpack running the whole goddamn giveaway right now. Let's see where we at right now. Let's get ready to roll this shit. Let's get ready to roll this shit. I'm looking at my peoples on Reddit. Let me double check. Where we at? We got my peoples on Reddit. Let me see. We got my peoples on Reddit. My peoples on Reddit, they good. All right, my peoples on Reddit, y'all looking good on Reddit. Y'all looking good on Reddit. Trust me, he on the payroll. It's a wrap. He on the payroll already. It's a dundee. All right, giveaways. We got locked in. Who we got? We got Mike Minot. All right, Mike Minot just got in the door. All right, that's the last one in. Last one in before we hit the button. And again, if K-Dub gets the win, we got to re-roll one more time. Let's get ready to roll this. All right, let's see what we got. Roll it. Who's going to be waiver number 3? Waiver number 3 is motherfucking Jones, a Wolfpack member yet again. GG's. GG's. So y'all got y'all answer right then and there. He not being nice with the dice, fam. If he gonna be nice and hold it down, it's gonna be for the pack. GG's, Wolfpack. I mean, GG's. GG's. I mean, it don't matter, Lish. Look at the score. Motherfucking Jones. K-Dub. Nick Cole. We got 3 out the final 4. Locked in, Wolfpack status. It's a lock. It's a lock. GG's, Jones. GG's, motherfucking Jones. GG's. Cowboys, we winning early. I just hope that means something for the NFL season. That I'm gonna take the good with the bad and go with that. We getting lucky like that. That's a Dallas Cowboy fan right there. We getting lucky, and I'm going to go with that. I'm going to lean into that. Anytime I see something good happen for a Dallas Cowboys fan, I'm leaning that. I'm charging that towards the season we got coming up. I'm definitely charging that towards the season. I got a good feeling about this year. I know y'all hear me say that every year, chat, but check this out. This year feels different. I know y'all hear me say this every year, but I'm telling you, this year feels different. This year feels different. I saw that. I was watching that. Let me double check on that. At first, the score was looking light. And y'all got Cooper Rush over there. Y'all got our sloppies over there. Y'all got our sloppy seconds over there. That's a GG's. That's a GG's. Y'all in the power rankings. Let me look at something real quick. Let me double check something real quick. All right, that's a GG's. All right, that's a GG's. That's a GG's. GG's. Again, it's preseason. GG's. My boy Joe Mill, he did all right. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is light work. You don't see no starters up here. You got our sloppies right here. This is our sloppies. This is our sloppy seconds. He had a point to prove. I get it. GG's. 31-13, 0-2 in the preseason. Ravens 2-0. GG's. Rookie coach locked in. Y'all got it though. I give y'all that. Y'all got it. We're gonna see what's good when this season start up. Next month is really going down. We got the Eagles on deck. Hey, y'all Eagles fans, bruh. Vince, Yak. I'm gonna be on some shit. I'm gonna be on some shit week 1. That's all I know. All right, NBL is locked in. We got game night tomorrow, week 12. Y'all already see where we at with it. Y'all see how far in the season with it. Y'all seen the polls. Y'all seen the results. That WTBD affiliates game was arguably one of the dopest games of the season, if not the dopest game of the season. And we already locked in. We got records. At the end of the day, this is what the record in the stands look like. We got affiliates now at the top of the leaderboards at 8-0 is still unbelievable. Seeing the affiliates work their way back from an off season into this season for the first time, sitting at the top of the standings at 8-0. WTBD right there, still in the mix at 8-1. Cartel 5-2, still a top 3 team, easily finishing where they finished off last year as a top 3 team after winning the championships. They locked in. We got the Wolfpack at 5-4. They got a game tomorrow. Can they move up in the rankings? Can they make this 6-4, or will they be stuck at 500 by tomorrow? We're going to find out. Supreme got a game tomorrow. They at 500 at 4-4. Dripset don't got a game tomorrow, but as you can see, they in the driver's seat to make it right into the playoffs. If the playoffs was going to start today at 4-6. TWM, they got a game tomorrow. They go up against the Wolfpack. Can they get a 4th win and move up the rankings and potentially try to steal that number 6 spot from Dripset? This is what it's looking like, chat. If TWM get the win tomorrow, they potentially might be in the driver's seat to steal that number 6 spot from Dripset and knock Dripset out of the playoffs before they even get in. Imperial got a game tomorrow, 1-8. They trying to get another win. If they can win out, who knows? Maybe they could play spoiler somewhere down the line. And Immortal is still out here looking for their first dub, and I got a feeling they will feel victory by the end of the season. I got a feeling they will feel a 1 win. I don't care. Y'all can pop bottles after that 1 win. What's the season looking like after September? We going All-Star game, playoffs. It's a GG's after that. Once we get done, because technically, this is how it's balling out. Technically, looking at the schedule, the end of the season is going to be perfectly aligned with the end of the Legacy Court season going into the fall. So that's around mid-September. Once the season's over, we're going to take a week to accumulate the all-star team. The week after that, matter of fact, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about a reality where we have the all-star games live and we have the people in the comments vote on the all-star game with the polls. I like that idea. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, because like at this point, I would rather give our judges a break going into the playoffs, let them get a rest, and let all the teams, all the peers pull up live and hit the button and vote for what waivers is going to battle in the All-Star game. Because, hey, look, to be honest, it might be waivers from the same team that battle each other depending on what the captains pick in their lineup. Looking at the All-Star matchups, there may be a scenario where one side got a team from the Wave Cartel and another side might have a team from the Wave Cartel, and they end up matching. So at that point, it's just like, look, I'd rather just let the community call it and let them vote in the polls. I'm thinking about doing that like that. I'm thinking about we have live votes activated via the polls with the All-Star game. Just for the All-Star game. We're just going to show up, have fun. We may have some post-game analysis, maybe have some of the people pull up from the All-Star game, talk their wavy shit, and we roll up out of there. But I'm thinking about a scenario where we just let everybody in the comments that pull up live, they get a vote, battle one, waiver A, waiver B, waiver 1, waiver 2, whatever, and we let y'all hit the button. Waiver with the most votes gets the dub, and that's how we gonna end it. We're not even gonna get into nothing else. Now again, we may have some time to do some analysis, but I like that option. I like that option. I'm gonna double check with the captains, make sure to see how they feel about that. But I don't mind that being an actual scenario for the All-Star game. Now, once playoffs start, we go back to the judges. We let the judges rock shit out, knock shit out. Boom, we go about it like that all the way up into the Wave Team Championship. But for the All-Star game, I like that to be open votes to the communities. And we're going to lock that in. And y'all can rock the vote in the chat. I like that. I actually like that. Because what we got tomorrow, you already know what game day looking like tomorrow. Immortal, Wave Cartel, Imperial, Supreme, Wolfpack, TWM. Something got to give. Top two teams don't got to gain them all, but definitely one thing for sure, two things for certain, the Wave Cartel got an opportunity to move up. An opportunity to move up, and we're going to get it done. Now, I want to double check one thing that we got looking at these teams, looking at everything locked in. I wanted to see something. We looked at the wave battles. We looked at standings. All right, let me double check something. All right. Battles that we looked at. I wanted to see something. We might have had a battle. For y'all niggas, get this off my screen. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not doing this shit with y'all. Get this off my screen. Now, the battles we was looking at, I want to double check and make sure I see a battle. Now, some people had a problem with this battle. Wave 1 got the dub on this one. And like directs, as far as everything's concerned, directs, I know some people might have had some issues with Waiver 2's directs and the way his crown progress was coming out. That was the most notes taken. Side shots are great. Top shot is dope. It was the crown shot that people had the most problems with when looking at this battle. And that's the notes we're going to take away from that. It's just certain things in this area that people felt wasn't always complete. Right here, let me double check this. Let me make sure y'all see this. Maybe in this area right here. This area right here, some people felt like messed with the flow a little bit. Some people felt that this area messed with the flow a little bit, and that started to have some conflict with the overall vote of how everything was rolling out. Now, technically, this side is dope. This side is dope. Top shot is dope. It was this issue right here. That issue right there was giving people a little bit of conflict on how the crown was coming down with everything with the flow. Now, for waiver 1, there was some issues here. Some people said the issues here for definition. Felt like some issues here. That was the main critique about waiver 1, with the issues right there with the shoreline and just how that's presented with the 4. But it was enough for the conflict, even with somewhere in the crown areas. Light definition right here. That was another issue that a voter brought up. A little bit, but it was a GG's. They got the dub on that. GG's on that dub, and that was some of the notes taken from that battle. We had the Lish Lord and Breeze. You already know the Lish Lord and Breeze. Lich Lord, that's breed. There's some battles you're gonna match it with where you're gonna match it with some beasts. The judges called that down the line. This was another battle some people had some notes on. Now for T Fresh, there was somewhat notes for a few areas that went down, maybe around this area and around this area. These breaks right here. There'd be these breaks right here. These breaks. Some people, when you want to be nitpicky, we could talk about forks, but once we start talking about the breaks in the pattern, that's what some people might be looking for. For Humble, again, his main critique is going to be how this crown is developed. And again, for some people, they might feel like this area right here and a little bit of this area right here still feel like it's a little bit incomplete to put the whole package together. This is what some notes that came in was looking like. And I understood it where some people say they've seen this crown look better than this at times. Some people say it's getting there, but I've seen better. And some people say, hey, look, he can get this to a better platform. I've seen it get better. And that was the notes from this battle. And it called down the line. I think T Fresh got the dub on that one. So I still feel like there's some improvement that could be done on that one. There was another battle. This one was called Straight Down. This was Dripset versus Imperial. That was the battle. This is the battle. Y'all know what battle we looking for. The battle we looking for. Notes taken. This was the battle. The battle we was looking for, where people saw there was certain notes that was taken. Now, some people felt that Waiver 1 had the overall better 4. Waiver 2 got the dub. It was a close battle. But some people feel that Waiver 1 got the dub. Now, when we talk about Waiver 2, I'm going to be honest. I've seen better 4s from this waiver. I've seen this waiver compete strong at the #1 spot on the banner when Cito Corleone was on the banner. And I'm telling you right out the gate, this 4-way looked nothing like those 4-ways that he used to battle for the #1 spot. So the notes that we could take was this area here. When you match that to his opponent, I think he got beat there. When we talk about just waves in this area, we talk about this area right here. Where you match that against his opponent, I think that area is a little bit cleaner. Connects and everything considering. When we talk about crown, maybe there's a little bit of disturbance in this area right here. It's a little bit different right there. Top shot is great. We can go forks for forks on that between him and Mont. But it was this area, right here. Now, Waiver 2 got the dub, but some people feel that Waiver 1 should have got the dub on that. Just to be 100% clear. Some people feel that Waiver 1 should have got the dub on that. And now looking at everything, looking at the notes. Now, for Waiver 1, I still feel like this area right here, I've seen better as far as this area is concerned. Everything else looks straight up, look battle ready, look damn sure ready, and look ready to go. But I got a feeling that area right there, I've seen better for that area right there. That might have been held against him. But again, that's just me looking at the battle up close, being petty with it. This battle called straight up. They said this whole 4 need lotion. This whole 4 needed lotion. That was one comment. One note, petty. It was a petty comment, but it looked a little, the color and the resolution might be a little bit off. That's all I'm saying with that. But I think Waiver 2 got the dub on that, but notes included. Everything else looked good. Everything else looked good. They were saying this one needed some lotion though. That's all I'm saying. Little bit, just a little bit much. That's all. Now let's go to the battle that we were talking about. Battle #1. Now, like Reese said, battle of the year. I've seen BJ at the 1. I didn't know how to feel about it. I don't understand. I looked at the lineups. I haven't seen BJ at the 1 really like that show up, but he showed up at the 1. And I knew he was going to have his hands full once I seen Scoob at the 1. Now, one light critique, waves included, some people might have had with Scoob's directs right here. These two, slightly off. Slightly off, but that's just me nitpicking. Slightly off. Crown, top shotter look great. Crown, top shotter look great. For BJ, this area right here, we talking about the edges, the shoreline. Is it clean? Now, it's okay to have waves there on the shoreline, but is the shoreline clean? When we talk competitive, that's always going to be a pet peeve to some voters. When they see waves at the shoreline, we need them to be clean. Waves at the shoreline got to be clean. Crown, slight improvement could be going on right here. Slight improvement. That's slight. Top shot look great. Top shot look great. Very battle ready. Slight improvement right here on the crown. Slight improvement on the edges. Good to go. You good money after that. Good money after that. Waiver 1 got the dub on that one. Ditto versus Drew. This was called straight up. 2 dope Beehive battles. It was a Beehive versus Beehive. I like it. Dope battle. Ditto got the dub on that. Crown. Everything checks out, connects, directs. Everything good on both sides. Waiver 2 got the dub on that. GG's. Lucian. Of course, you'll have your times where you run into a demon. We all know that. If you know, you will have times where you run into a demon. And that's just where it's going. Somebody said the box hive on that last one. Jesus, Reese. Somebody take Reese's phone, y'all. I thought Reese was chilling. Somebody take Reese's phone, y'all. Now, it's going to be some times where we're going to run across a demon. And this was one of those times that Jackie ran across a demon. Now Jackie handed belt the ass to a few people, but sometimes you run into a demon and then the results are going to be what the results was. Waiver 2 got the dub on that. That was a GG's. This one, there was some controversy as well. Both waivers, directs great. Looking at top shots, both great. Both great. That's a check. Top shot, check. Crown shot, check. Now, this is what I do when I start looking at battles. I literally compare shot for shot. We're going to go shot for shot for shot. Crown shot, top shot. Let's go to the top row. We're looking at the top row. Crown. Nell's crown is clean. Waves around it. Are they clean? Waves are clean. We talking flow. Story checks out. Now, here we go again. I'm hearing some people talk about that bell come back for you too now. Yeah, word. So just like no disrespect. So just like we see some box activity going on. Another box hive, they said. Somebody said another box hive. Now again, no disrespect. This is going to deal with the flow. This is what they talking about. Where it should be more circled off, this is where they talking about. It seems it's more like it need to get a little bit more like, it need to get a little bit more like that. A little bit more locked in. Once you get that locked in, and for the beehivers that know, y'all know how to lock in on it. There's techniques to lock in on those inner rings. Just so we know, there's techniques to lock in on those inner rings. We're going to talk about that. Let's go to the bottom row. We got waves down here. This is a check. Waves on the shoreline, are they clean? I always check shoreline first. I want to see what the shoreline look like before we get into the rest. Shoreline clean. We go to shoreline. I'll look at both waivers. We're going to go shoreline first. Once I look at the shoreline, I'm going to compare notes. Now, me personally, just looking from what I circled, I think waiver 1 got a cleaner shoreline than waiver 2. That's just from what my eyes is looking at right now. Looking at it, I think waiver 1 got an excellent kind of flow and a little bit more cleaner than waiver 2. Not by a lot, but a little bit more cleaner. When we talk about, is the shoreline cleaner? Whose shoreline is cleaner? I like waiver 1 for a cleaner shoreline. Now, once we start looking at everything else in between, we look at the left shot. And again, if we want to be petty, if we want to start talking about forks, we could start talking about forks. Some people might count that as a fork. Definitely gonna count that. We go with the left side right here. It's a little bit right here. And again, the shoreline not being clean all the way is right here. Little spot right there. And that's with the left side. Now, when I look at it matched off, 3 spots to kind of analyze 3 versus 3, I'm going with waiver 1 for this left shot right here. I'm going with waiver 1 for the left shot. So far on my count, I got Chanel winning on at least a top shot, crown shot, and this left shot right here. We go to this right shot. Let's see it. Even if we went with shoreline. Now let's look at everything else. We look at the fork right here. A little bit of something right there. A little bit of disturbance right there. And we're going to go with that. I see some disturbance right here and now. Right here. Right there, if you really want to count that. Again, shoreline is cleaner. Shoreline is cleaner. He taking them low directs in waiver 2 4-way. Can't see the waves 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's the way the 4-ways is set up on the left and the right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, even when you go to analyze this area, again, we see the shoreline. Shoreline's great. Shoreline's great. From here to here. That's what I'm saying. Maybe, I don't want to say lean, don't lean too much because it might be indirect, but that's the area that needs a little bit more clarity. I think one voter left some notes on that. And again, I mean, if you want to count that area, that's just me being nitpicky just because the shoreline's not that clean. So it's just going to make that outer shore look a little bit forky right there. But looking at that versus now, if I want to be petty, we're going to go right here. I'm still looking at it. We'll go right here. I still like the overall display being cleaner. That's just what we're talking about. Just overall display being cleaner. And waiver 1 got the GGs. That was a waiver 1 GGs. Now the 5. Let's go to the 5. This was the one that had me scratching my head. Let's go with the 5. Now the battle at 5, chat. I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. I seen better 4s from both waivers. 1000%. If anybody know these 2 waivers, I've seen better from both these waivers, whether it's Shark Week, whether it's on Waves RL2, I've seen better 4s from both waivers. Am I surprised that MRJ is at the 5? A little bit. For the occasion, for the setup, for the history that these 2 teams got, I was expecting Cito to be at the 5. That was just me, but I realized that Cito was in the middle of some things, changing patterns, shifting. She might not have been ready to sit at the 5. And even if Cito's not ready to sit at the 5, I was expecting Cito at the 5. Again, with the history and what was on the line, I expected to see Cito at the 5. And again, even if Cito's not at the 5, I expected somebody, maybe a Jamil at the 5, maybe a K Wayne at the 5. I know they got Arsenal. I know they got an Arsenal that they could have rolled out at the 5. Again, I seen better from both these waivers. Let's go into the top row. Let's go top row. Top shot, check. Top shot, check. Top shot, that's a check. Crown shot, that's a check. That's a check. Now, when I need to go back and look at those, I'll go back and look at those later, but let's go down to the bottom row. Bottom row. We got to go down to the bottom row and look at the bottom row. Now, the drop fade is just diabolical work. I seen better from this. We go, again, this is how I look at battles. I'm going straight for the shoreline first. Then I'm going to look at everything else after that. We're going to go shoreline first. And then we're going to judge everything from there. How does shoreline look? We're going to go shoreline first. Looking at the shoreline. Reads for not bad. It's just that, it's that high taper. It's that taper. It's just a taper. Got to rewatch this live, the entire stream, learn a thing or two, how votes go. Just doing a light walkthrough. This is just a light walkthrough, just showing how we run these down and how some of the voters might look at these and pick apart the battles where they go shot for shot, top shot, crown shot. When I'm looking at these battles, that's what I'm looking at first. I'm looking at Shoreline first. Let's look at the Shoreline. Drop Taper. Drop Taper didn't do justice. Killed some definition. Killed a few things. You definitely gonna lose a definition vote, but he got a definition vote from one of the voters. Maybe that was because of this area right here. The rest of the pattern probably won him definition, but if we going off the Shoreline is hurt. I give waiver 2 for Shoreline. When we talk about that left shot, waiver 2, I give waiver 2 for that left shot, Shoreline. The right shot, I still give waiver 2, even though waiver 2 right shot Shoreline is a little bit off. Again, I've seen better from this waiver when we talk about that Shoreline, especially this right side. It should look clean. It should look clean. It does not. So that's all I'm saying with the right side. Right Shoreline, I don't know. Now let's go with the top shot. Top shotter, I'm going with waiver 1 for the top shot. Waiver 1, I'm giving a waiver 1 for top shot. That's a check. If I had to be petty, I would say this area right here. Might have a slight problem with this area by the hairline right here. For waiver 2, I will go with this area right here. This area right here. Right here. And you know, everything is clean. Everything is clean. Don't get me wrong. Everything is clean, but I think waiver 1 has less imperfections over waiver 2 when we're looking at that top shot. All directs is good for both sides. Crown shot. Crown. We talk about crown. I like the crown. Again, now looking at what we was talking about earlier, no box beehive. No box beehive. This is looking more circular. This is looking more circular. So that I'll give them points for that. There's no box beehive effect. Flow around it. Looking at the flow around it. Flow around it. Flow around it. Looks official. Flow around it looks official. Crown for waiver 2. Flow around it looks official. Slight definition right here. Slight definition imperfection right here. Everything else looks good. Maybe a slight imperfection right here. But other than that, everything looks good. Flow look clean. Flow look clean. Now, depending on who's voting, whether they like how the beehive got put together versus the swirl, that's how they gonna call that. I've seen some voters give crown vote the waiver 1. I've seen some voters give crown vote the waiver 2. It went either way based on who was voting. They were satisfied with both crowns. Again, directs and everything concluded. I think it was still some things looking at imperfections once we start looking at the sides. I think waiver 1 has less imperfections once we get out the Shoreline area and start going into these areas. And I see where it came down to. Again, it was a close one. It was a close one. This one, damn, it went 5 votes. Sudden death. It was waiver 1 at the end of the day, and it was a GG's. So it's like, yeah, we're going to look at more battles like that. We're going to definitely walk through and analyze more battles, especially the games we got coming up tomorrow. Now, if we want to look at some other games, we'll have time tomorrow night. Just remind me in the comments. H say, hey, yo, hey, Kato, pull up the battle from this matchup. Pull up battle 2, pull up this battle, and we'll walk through it. And I'll walk through it just like how I walk through some of these battles tonight. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about what other voters might have seen, what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the battles, and we'll walk through it. But I think this is an important process of the voting. Shout out to all the people that pulled up. Chris is so wavy. Definitely pull up, get some details, lock in. We need a challenge flag implemented. That's what I was talking to some of the captains about that. They are definitely on board with that, especially when it comes down to a certain vote. We want a referee call. We need a challenge flag on that. We definitely going to talk about that. I'm live every Saturday, 10 p.m. Saturday and Sundays, but Sundays we do game night. Saturday is 10 p.m. every rip. We just talking wavy activity, but We in the midst of competitive waving right now with the NBL. So that's what we pretty much going to be talking about here and now. I'm about to get up out of here, but that's what we usually talk about, like how we did tonight. We're going to talk about that next week. We may get a chance to touch on some battles tomorrow. We're going to get those battles done. We got another triple header coming up. Another triple header coming up tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to pull up. It's game night. If you got a game tomorrow night, pull up, spam the emojis, do the damn thing. And just to remind y'all, we are coming down. We're about 10 days away for the anniversary, the second anniversary of losing Tony. Long live King Smoke. Anniversary is coming up on the 26th. We're going to take some space. We're going to show some love to the fam. And we're going to try to be on our best behavior on that. 26. Circle the date on your calendar. 26 is the anniversary of losing Tony. You can post on the page, post your memories of Tony. Long live King Smoke. Y'all know the hashtag. We're going to take some time to show love to the fam. We're going to take some time to show love to each other. We're going to definitely take some time out, show love to each other. We coming down on the second anniversary. It seemed like this shit was yesterday. Is so crazy. But in 10 days will be the anniversary that we lost Tony. So I just want to give y'all that heads up before we get into that. So again, on the 26th, try to be on your best behavior. I know that's asking a lot, but we rolling down on that date. So again, try to be on your best behavior. I will see y'all tomorrow for game night. Y'all keep that brush moving.
Players fuck up, okay? But are you a true player if you don't bounce back, okay?
If I let you win on the dice, it's because I was being nice, nigga.
And if anybody want to ask, Kato did it.
Y'all gotta relax, bro.
Shit. Drink over.
Shit.
Kato, you are the scum between the toe right now, bro.
I'll let him right quick.
Little nigga, where I come from, niggas gon' bust. Hell no, I don't trust nothing, don't know nothing. Niggas saying they your partner, same ones who will rob you, take food from your baby, and fuck on your baby mama. Yeah, that hood shit be brazy, ain't nothing new. Playing the dirty game, no more, so no fucking rules.
Boy, who the fuck is you?
Two kids and a single mother. Drug her through hell, it was just me and my baby brother. I hit the pen, I got out and now he got an L. Stacking the pill money, trying to get him out that cell. This shit be hell, I wonder is heaven really real? Memories of Timmy got me really out here clutching steel. Most of these niggas just rapping, I'm spin what's really real. Most of them be capping, I'm about that action deep in the field. All on the tats and grills, that shit don't make it trill. I keep a full clip off the reel. John Wayne out the hill for gotta keep it off the safety, cause these niggas play for keeps. Like a nigga in my city, then